Another one of my records that I really am proud of is The Candy Shop, and how it came about was really interesting. I recall sitting in the studio, I made this record, I was living in Miami at the time. This was, after the Chronic album. This is after a lot of stuff I had done. I moved to Miami, and I was really like working on this sound, a lot of Middle Eastern stuff at the time with strings and flutes, and that was like the emphasis of what I was doing at the time. And I made this little track, and I was making it actually for Fat Joe, because I was anticipating him coming to the studio. And he came in, he thought it was cool, and then he had me add a particular sample from an Eric B. and Rakim song, the intro from another song, and we attached it to the front of it. The do 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 do, and then we had this track, and Joe was cool with the song, but he wasn't in love with it. So he passed on the record, and 50 Cent was due to come visit me, and we were going to work on his album. So out of the things that I played for him, that was one of the compositions I played. And I remember calling Joe, and I said, Joe, are you sure you don't want this beat? Because I have a client here that really wants this beat. And Joe said, Scott, I don't need that beat. I'm good. I need something harder, whatever, blah, blah, blah. When 50 Cent came to the studio, I played him the Candy Shop beat. He immediately went crazy. He immediately wanted to write to it. I remember we were in a studio, actually, that I owned, called Sound Villa, where I had a house that was specifically turned into a couple of different studios. I had the SSL mixing board that was originally used from the show Saturday Night Live in the 70s. I had bought this big, massive console, and I made it was a commercial facility, essentially. And it was great because I was able to have 50 come there, and he recorded all the vocals there. And he had an artist with him, Olivia, who is a singer he had signed to him. And I remember, started singing on it with him, and they created some melodies and lyrics and the whole Candy Shop concept. I knew we had a hit immediately. And I remember that weekend we came up with that song, and then I did another one in that same world, which was Just a Little Bit. And we did that all over the course of a weekend in my studio in Miami. And that was really dope. We caught 2 records in that trip, 2 really big hits. So when I did the Candy Shop beat, I actually did the whole beat in its entirety. I started with the string line, which was... just added the drums and, tried to give it like some different percussion elements in there to give it an exotic feel. And then it came time to having the song mixed and mastered. And, I had to encompass all the different, duties of a producer with a song like that. Some of the greatest songs that I've actually done in my career, I've done in less than 30 minutes. Lean Back being one of them, Candy Shop, even the Still Dre record was probably less than an hour. Like things that are really, the nucleus of it are great. You don't have to polish and do too much to them. Sometimes they come very naturally, and you don't have to like overproduce them. I'm really proud of that record. I think it's one of the more special melodies and identifiable melodies of my career.